Hello again. Another story for you. I've got 60 of these written over about 40 years. And the reason I'm putting them on YouTube is because nobody really wants to publish them in a collection. And I have tried. And when I die, they'll just be chucked out in the bin. And people do enjoy them. I read them at open mics in pubs and clubs in the south of England, and nobody booed me. Maybe they're just being polite. So, for what it's worth, that's why I'm putting them on YouTube, just for hopefully people will enjoy them. This one is called "The Bus Service to Edinburgh is Rubbish." Read by me, written by me, copyright by me, Al Donaldson. The bus service to Edinburgh is rubbish. As I passed the alleyway, I saw them. Two men were having a go at some poor sod. The victim was small and slight. He looked an easy target. It would be over in a minute, and then the muggers would be on their way. That should have been what happened. But one of the thugs lashed out with his foot, and the little guy staggered backwards. My sense of fair play kicked in, and support for the underdog. I shouted at them, but a passing lorry drowned my voice. I didn't want to get involved. I ran towards them, shouting. They all turned towards me, and that's when it happened. The little guy's baseball cap blew off, and the top of his head became a writhing nest of tentacles. I shuddered to a halt about 10 feet away. Two of the tentacles got longer and thicker. They wrapped themselves around the necks of the assailants, lifted them off the ground and threw them 20 feet down the alleyway. The little guy walked towards them. One of the thugs hadn't been knocked out, and he staggered to his feet. With a look of terror, he sprinted away so fast a seasoned athlete would have been left standing. I heard the little guy say, "Shit." I stood with my mouth open. The writhing haircut turned to me and smiled a big, toothy smile. The tentacles got smaller and disappeared inside his head. He stooped to pick up his cap. "That was fun," he said, gripping my arm. "You look like you're in shock. The best thing for that is a cup of sweet tea." Before I realized it, we were sitting in the shady nook tea rooms. Still amazed, I pointed at his head. Yes, I've got a head, I know." The tea arrived. He stirred the pot. "How do you like it? I suppose it should be strong and sweet." "As it comes," I said. I was shaking so much, I cradled the cup with both hands to stop myself from spilling it, and glared at the top of my new friend's head. "How?" I asked. "Easy. I'm one of those extraterrestrials you hear about. I'm from another world." He poured me another cup of tea and added 3 sugars. I drained the cup, not noticing the sweetness. "My name is Zag Plet. What's yours?" "You mean you don't know?" "Look, I've got tentacles. I'm not a bleeding mind reader." I was having a wander round Bonnybridge. I'd never been here before. I had an appointment with the bank in Edinburgh about relocating my business. I was miles too early, so I decided to stretch my legs. You never wake up in the morning and expect things like this happening to you. Life never prepares you for life. "My name's Tom Brooks." "Pleased to meet you, Tom. Have you got any gold teeth? No? Why do you ask? Zag just shrugged. Thanks for coming to my assistant. I forced a smile. We drank our tea and he stared out of the window. Eventually I felt calmer and braver. Are you here on a visit then? No, we crashed. Yes, about 50 years ago. Wow, that's a long time. Yes, we were just minding our own business observing your planet when we hit something. I think it was one of your satellites. Luckily, we were able to make a controlled landing near EDINBURGH, and we've been here ever since. You stuck here then? I'm afraid so. Your world is not advanced enough to supply the parts we need to become spaceworthy. We've been building and developing some parts, but we're short of the important bits to get home. The cost of raw materials here is terrible. We? Yes, there were 30 of us, and now there are 70. I was born here, that's why I speak with a Scots accent. Then it suddenly dawned on me. EDINBURGH, the UFO capital of the UK. There had been more sightings of unidentified flying objects in the EDINBURGH area than all of Europe put together. So that's why there are so many sightings of UFOs. They're rescue spacecraft looking for you. No, actually, that's our spaceship. We use it sometimes to go to Edinburgh when there's something good at the cinema or maybe taking a show. The bus service around here is rubbish. It's easier to take the saucer, but the cloaking device can be a little temperamental. It was an incredible story. It ranked alongside the sighting of Bigfoot or the Loch Ness Monster. We were just finishing our tea and cakes when I noticed him take a knife off the table and put it in his pocket. I didn't say anything. I thought he might have something to do with the raw materials he needed for his spacecraft. He started to pat his pockets. You're not going to believe this, but I seem to have come out without any funds. I resigned myself to settling the bill. Well, it's not every day you get to have tea with an alien. Outside the tea room, Zag said, "Come with me. I've got something to show you." He led me back to the alleyway. He looked around and then pulled out the knife from his pocket and held it to my throat. Hand over your wallet. Look, just because someone tried to mug you doesn't mean you have to do it to others. No one tried to mug me. I was mugging him. His friend turned up and caught me. If he hadn't run away, I could have had his gold teeth. You ain't got any, so I'll just have to be satisfied with your wallet, so hand it over. I'm very sorry about this, but the price of gold, microchips and components are horrendous. I'll tell people, I said, clutching at straws. Come on, who's going to believe you? An alien with tentacles for hair mugged me. He uses a flying saucer to go to the cinema because public transport is so bad. That's going to do your credibility the world of good. I handed over my wallet. You Earth people, he said, walking away, counting my money. You're such mugs. I never kept my appointment with the bank, and I never moved to Edinburgh. And I'm very wary of people who want to examine my teeth unless they are dentists. Hope you liked that one. Anyway, if you did, please click like and subscribe, please, and share, and it would help me out. I'm much appreciated. Thank you. See you next time. Bye-bye.